Hey podcasters, Liz from Headliner here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to quickly build a template in the advanced editor that you can use across project types. So templates made in the advanced editor, you can use them for audiograms and also video clips. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First things first is you're going to log into your Headliner account by visiting make.headliner.app. Next, you're going to go ahead and click onto the advanced editor. And then you'll need to go ahead and select the aspect ratio in which you're going to want to create for. So I'm going to go ahead and actually change it to these lovely 9:16 templates so I can create social media templates that I can share across Reels and TikTok. Next, click confirm. And once you're here, you'll be seeing a screen that looks an awful lot like this one. And the next thing for you to do is to just really go ahead and start adding elements via the media trackpad. So you can see down here that this is going to be the trackpad that I'm referring to. So you can kind of move it to make it a little bit bigger if you're going to be adding a bunch of elements, or if you just want to do it. Whatever floats your boat, you can totally do that. So to add anything, you're going to go ahead and click on this little blue plus sign guy. And then you can see here that it's really simple and you can just type whatever you want. And you can go ahead and kind of format things. Maybe shrink it down a little bit. So I like to kind of have these like title call outs. Go ahead and center them and do that. Move things up. And then another thing that you can also do here in Headliner is you can actually make text dynamic. So you can see here that you can actually tie anything to your episode title or your podcast title. So these, I do want to note, are going to be applicable to audiograms only, as these are tied through your RSS feed, but that is a feature that you do have here. So just really quickly showing you that, you can kind of see like, okay, now if you're creating audiogram template as it's connected to your RSS feed, you'll see that you have these elements and you can kind of box out like where things are going to go. Again, since I'm making a video template, that is going to be separate from an RSS feed at this time. So fortunately you can't do that quite yet. But you can go ahead and type in your show title or just, maybe a thought-provoking question. So a lot of our podcast episodes are related to like how to market and grow your podcast. So I'm going to do how to grow a podcast. And then I'm going to go ahead and change things up to our brand font, which is going to be this little lovely guy. It is bolded, so that's great. I do like to kind of add a highlight to these things. I think it helps kind of make things pop a little bit more. I'll go ahead and turn that contrast up just so roughly you can see that. But that's, kind of how things are going to look. I'll go ahead and invert things actually. So we'll go ahead and leave the color as is, and then I'm going to change my text color to be black. And there we go. Go ahead and click add to video once you're happy with it. And then you can see here that we have this text element that's going to be added to my templates for quick and easy convenience. Next, let's say that you want to go ahead and have captions that are going to be branded to your actual show as well. And now let's say I want to add my show art. So to do that, you're going to go similarly in the trackpad, click this little blue plus sign guy, and go ahead. You can upload something from Google, or you can create anything with AI. I do have our show art inherently on my computer. And again, I do have our show art inherently on my actual device. So I just went ahead and quickly search for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of resize things a little bit. So go ahead and do that. I like the rounded corners, so I do like to kind of toggle this on. And then again, you can make these images dynamic. So specifically, if you're creating audiogram templates, you can marry them to that actual RSS feed. So this will be replaced at that show level by enabling this on. So you can do that. And then you can see here, we go ahead and denote that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my video. And then I'm actually going to move this guy around a little bit, since that show art is added. So I'll go ahead and click Save Changes, and you can see here that that quickly went ahead and moved things. Another thing I like to do is add in these little progress bars. I kind of like it. I think it makes it look a little bit different. You stand out a little bit more. Just kind of adds another level of engagement there. So I'll go ahead and just quickly add that. And then I do want to note something whenever you are creating templates. So you do need to be aware of kind of the start and end times on these placements on the trackpad. So you can see here that everything is cut at that 5-second mark. That's kind of our default. And then for templates, it doesn't really matter how long you have these. So you could extend both of these up to, let's say, 10 seconds. And they're going to, kind of start and end at that same point. However, if you do not have everything set at the exact same start and end point, it's basically going to read those as two different things. So it may kind of cut things a little bit differently than what you want. So if you want all of your assets to appear at the same time and consistently across the actual video clips or audiogram clips that you're trying to make, you do want to ensure that these have the same start and end times. You can kind of see here that everything starts at 0 here, and everything starts at 0 here. We've got 10, and we've got 10. So then you're really good to go. Another thing that you can do really easily is you can actually go ahead and add in your captions as well ahead of time, just to kind of lock down that styling. So you can do that by adding in audio or video source. So for templates, it doesn't matter really what video or what audio you're sourcing if you're trying to set the caption style. So I do want to note, if you add in a video, it will kind of lock that video onto your template in the future, but you can really easily go ahead and replace that out. So it's not necessarily marrying anything to the rest of your templates. You're just, again, templating. You're trying to just help set yourself up, create a guide for faster and easier use in the future. So I like to go and actually add audio. I think it's kind of the most straightforward, and it's honestly a little bit less button clicking down the road. So you won't have to replace out that video for any of the templates. So to go ahead and set these captions, I'm going to go ahead and add audio. And then again, it really does not matter what audio you're placing here if you're just trying to set the caption style. So I like to kind of make things just super quick. So I'll go ahead and just make 10 seconds for my duration. Go ahead. I believe sometimes we have some music that starts things off. So I normally just go and grab like a very random sample again, and then ensure that these captions are enabled. If you are not speaking natively in US English, you are going to need to go ahead and change that transcription language. This is just going to improve your caption accuracy down the line. Obviously, you want to be, probably captioning in the language in which you're speaking. So you're going to want to go ahead and change that out. And the great news is that Headliner does support over 100 different languages. So you should be good to go here and ensure that you have those accurate captions. And I'm going to go ahead and just click add to video. And you can see Headliner is going ahead, it's processing that, and it is going to go ahead and add it to my project. And you can see that, again, the audio has been placed on here, and then it went ahead and it already transcribed it. So you can see here that we've got our lovely little transcript here, but what we're trying to do is actually style these captions. So you'll just, to do that, go ahead and click on this lovely style captions, and you'll see the Headliner default one pull through. So maybe you want to kind of change that up. So we've got the lovely Headliner font. And again, this is all just user preference, however you want to set things. I'm going to turn that off. And I am going to actually go ahead and turn on the highlight feature. Go ahead and I'm basically trying to just create the inverse of that. Maybe you want to change your animations up a little bit. So you can see here we've got all sorts of awesome ones. So I'm actually going to do this one since it's new, our lovely little line by line feature. That's a super exciting animation that we just added. But so once you're happy with how things look, you're going to go ahead and just click Save Changes, and then we'll go ahead and preview everything super quickly. People are listening to it, and it's really great because you have and there you go. That is a super simple template. I think it didn't take me that long to create. But that's, kind of the vibe that I'm going for the rest of my clips. So I've got this lovely little kind of CTA call out. I've got my captions, and then I've also have our podcast show art here, as well as kind of just an extra level of engagement with that progress bar there. And then to go ahead and save templates, this is going to be the same process kind of across, whether you're saving templates in the quick editor in one of the actual audiogram or video clipping wizards, or here in the advanced editor. So you can see here we make it easy. We have this lovely save as a template call out. And then for clips, you're going to do up to 10 minutes. For full length, there are a couple of different things that you may run into. So for instance, you unfortunately cannot have any animated captions. And for full length, everything must be the exact same timing. So you have a little bit more freedom and you can add a little bit, kind of the extra design elements to those clips. And that is what I'm trying to create for with these 9x16 video clips for social media templates that I just created. So click up to 10 minutes. And then go ahead and just write something. So you're going to know what it is. Go ahead and click Save Template. And you can see here that it has now created a template for me. And you can see here that we've gone ahead and we have actually added it to my lovely little Headliner account. And then here is the template that we just created. So I'll go ahead and quickly run through how you can actually go ahead and use it. But again, you can use it across audio and video. So I'm going to go ahead and create a video project so you can see this, and it automatically went ahead and ported me over into the video podcasting wizard. And then I'm just going to really go ahead and quickly create a little test video that you can see. So I went ahead and clicked on that single option, converted it to the correct aspect ratio that I have my template saved as, proceed with just our sample file, and then this is already a clip, and I'm going to shorten it down so you can really see it quickly. Go ahead and click continue. And then you can see that these are going to be the captions that I already set. So go ahead and enable auto framing, send it all the way to the back there. And then you can see here that it's gone ahead and it's kind of pulled in that show art. And again, I had made this a dynamic element. So this being connected to my RSS feed, it would go ahead and flip this out onto a audiogram project. But as this is video, it is separately connected from my RSS feed. So I'll need to go ahead and replace this. Go ahead and upload. And then I just went ahead and grabbed our most recent show art from the Headliner Discovery and Marketing podcast and go ahead and click Create Project. And that is how you create templates using the advanced editor. So templates are a super easy, awesome, powerful tool that allow you to quickly create social content from your full-length podcast videos. So again, whether that's going to be audiograms or video or even both, you can create kind of those universal templates that allow you to really quickly create branded social content to help grow your podcast out on YouTube and social media. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, suggestions, what have you, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. And again, as always, thank you so much for watching and happy podcasting.